Hey guys, so I'm doing this video because my Square account was hacked. I'm gonna wait until this truck is gone actually to start the video because there's a bunch of noise. Alright, so I am doing this video real quick to share my recent fun-filled experience with Square and my account being hacked. So I discovered that a transfer didn't hit my bank account. So I went into my Square, I looked into the settings, and I discovered that my Square was attached to 3 other bank accounts that I did not recognize, and my bank account had been taken off completely. So this is a warning to anybody out there with Square. Just watch your where your banking stuff is going. Make sure you're getting your money. Make sure your bank account doesn't get changed magically. So anyways, this was last week. Excuse me. I call. They say they're going to investigate. It's going to take 72 hours. 72 hours goes by. I actually waited about 5 days or 6 days before calling them again. Called them up a couple days ago. They said, yeah, we're going to get right back to you. I said, well, can you take the fraudulent accounts off of my account? They're like, no. She's like, I don't have access to do that right now. And because your account is under investigation, the next level up basically will take care of that. And someone will email you immediately. This is actually a guy, not a girl talking to me at this point. And so I was like, okay. No email, no communication. I call again today. I got a woman on the phone. I said, listen, I know you can't help me because every time I've called, it's been bumped up to the next level of whatever, to another department. So can you just put me in touch with the department that is currently looking at my account? She goes, no, maybe I can help you. Let me see. I'm like, all right. We go through verification, all this stuff. She goes, oh, I see these different accounts. I said, those aren't my accounts. My account is this one. These are the numbers. And she says, oh, I see that it used to be attached to that. And I was like, yeah, I don't know why it got switched or how it got switched. She goes, okay, well, let me delete these other accounts. So proof that they can change the accounts that are in there. The first person I spoke to said, oh, I can't do that. The second person I spoke to the week before said, I can't do that. The third person even said, oh, I don't have access to remove old accounts, and proceeded to tell me that old account, if it does happen to be an old account number, like for example, you had a checking account and you switched it and they had the account number on there, that they can't remove old account numbers. Well, that's baloney, because this woman was like, oh, let me just do that. Let me take it all off. So don't let them tell you they can't take old account numbers off there or fraudulent account numbers off there, because they can. So anyway, she takes all the account numbers off and she's like, okay, try and relink your account. I said, okay. Tried to relink it. Went into Plaid, which is their banking system thing through Square. And Plaid brought up my correct information. And I'm looking at it. I click save. It says it's connected and everything. And as soon as I click save, it says we cannot link to this bank account, but we're going to link you to this other bank account, which wasn't mine. And so even the woman on the phone, she's like, well, that's weird. She's like, I deleted that account. How is it still linking to an account that I deleted? I said, I don't know. That'd be for you to tell me, right? So I proceeded to be on the phone today for almost 3 hours. 3 hours. 3 hours on the phone with Square. Finally, she kicked me up to somebody else. And then finally and this is how the funny thing, how you could tell a company is taking you seriously. When you finally get an American person on the phone, I was like, okay, now they're taking me seriously. So I get this American engineer on the phone. He goes in, he says, okay, let me look at the notes. Let me see what's going on here. And he looks through it all and he goes, this is really weird. I was like, have you ever seen anything like this? And he goes, no, I've worked for Square for 5 years. I've never seen anything like this. He's like, okay, let me see if there's anything on the back end that I can do. So he goes through, we try and reconnect. It doesn't work. And finally he goes, well, I think something has been embedded into the code of your account. This has to get kicked up to the engineers. I was like, okay. So now I still can't get access to my Square account. I still can't do any banking. I still can't take payments or do invoices. This is now going on a week. And Square is saying that the engineers will get back to me, hopefully by the end of day today or tomorrow. But yeah, this is just a warning to anybody out there with a Square. Pay attention to your account. Make sure that it's connected to where it needs to be connected to. because apparently now hackers can get into the code on the back end of your account and change things so that it can only be connected to some fraudulent account. The other thing I will say is that the fraudulent accounts did appear to be named or appear to look like they were from the same bank that I was using for my banking. But yeah, super interesting. So warning to everyone out there with a Square account, just pay attention. And man, you hackers out there are getting really crafty, really crafty. So wish me luck, and hopefully this will be resolved soon. Peace.